Hello guys, back again, here to try to document on my entire MTG collection. As I've stated in videos before, I collect playsets and I've been collecting Magic for over 25 years now. And this is just a way to show what I have. I'm very proud of the collection, all the years it has taken me to get all the cards. I am trying to finish the collection. I think I'm around 85 or 90% of every card printed. And I do keep buying more cards as I do the videos, and I'll show them later on, but well, later in this series of videos. But for now, we're gonna continue with the artifact cards. And remember guys, artifacts in Spanish means artefactos, since I am in Mexico and this is a collection that is in Mexico and I am Mexican, so you have to forget if I don't speak English correctly, guys. But okay, so we're gonna continue with the artifacts. To start with the letter H. Then we have, for starters, Hall of Triumph, Salón del Triunfo in Spanish, guys. Okay, same dynamic. I'm just gonna go by the cards really fast. That Hollow Fountain, all of them English versions. No, I think I have one in Spanish. Fuente de Agua. Jump to Hollow Hopper, Saltador de Halo, Spanish and English versions. Halo Escarabajo de Halo, Spanish. Hammer of Nassau. I don't even remember this card. Gotta forgive me guys, but I have too many cards. Hammer of Ruin, Martillo de la Destrucción in Spanish. Hand of Beck, Mano de Beck, no? Spanish and English. Minor color differences in the cards printed in different languages, guys. Remember that. Hangerback Walker, Caminante Lomo Angar. That's in Spanish. And we have Hankyu. I guess that's the name. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, guys. This is from Champions of Kamigawa set. Quite old now. Hard One Jite Llamativo. Spanish. By the way, the announcements made today made GT legal again in Modern. Guess some aggro decks will have some opportunity to play. Let's see how it does. Violent Outburst was also unbanned today. Okay, Harvest Ham, En Mano de la Cosecha. This is Russian and this is Portuguese. And if we flip the side, it says Seronger Sid. This is Spanish. Guaraña Agenciadora. It's kind of weird, the name, but what can I say, guys? These are the cards. Next up, Haunted Clock. Tapa Poseída in Spanish. This is a Russian version. This is a French and English. I'm sorry if you guys hear any other voices in the next room. I don't know what they're doing, but they're being loud. Haunted Guardian. Guardián Atormentado. Okay, this is from Avacyn. This is German, guys. And we jump to Haunted Hellride, Sembrador de Terror in Spanish, and we have the alternate cards, nice, beautiful ones. I did love the color changes they did with the alternate arts in this set. Haunted Plate Mail, Malla de Placas Embrujada in Spanish. To Spanish to English, guys. I always try to do that when I can, but depends on the languages I get. Haunted Scream, Pantalla Poseída in Spanish. Duskmore, House of Horror set. Haystack, Fardo de Enon. This is from the Assassin's Creed set. This is a nice card. similar play. Hey, wire might. Acarot desestabilizador in Spanish. Good way to remove artifacts and enchantments. Hashir's Monument, the Russian, Korean, Monumento de Hacerot, and English, guys. Head Splinter, Rompecabezas in Spanish. Assassin's Creed version. Healer's Headdress, yeah. And Tocador del Sanador in Spanish. Hip Doll, Spanish and English versions. Hip Harvest, cosecha de colmada, Spanish. And her Heart of Kiran, also play with this card, Corazón de Kiran. And crew ability is fun to play with. Makes you do something with some creatures sometimes. We got Heart of Ramos, Corazón de Ramos in Spanish. Like I said, I'm always happy to have an old card in a different language, especially if it's Mexican, Spanish. Heart Piercer Bow, Arco Perforador, Corazones, Spanish and English versions, guys. And we got one of the commanders. Heart Tool of the Rose Seed. Hogarmazón Siembra Planetas in Spanish. Damn, this is kind of a weird name to pronounce in Spanish. But consider foil, and they do tend to bend after a couple of months and years in the collection box. They tend to flatten out. Hardwood Shard, Fragmento de Duramen. Spanish and English. Heavy Arbalest, Arbalestilla Pesada in Spanish, English. Heavy Mattock, Asadón Pesado in Spanish. Heavyweight Demolisher, Demoledora Pesada. Brothers War. Set, Hedge Shredder, Triturador de Setos. Oh, we got a nice Arcane Yard version. This will look really cool. Go to Hedge Witch's Mask, Máscara de la Bruja Protectora. Spanish and English. One of the Minister Midnight Crimson. I don't remember. Hadron Archive, Hedro de Almacenaje in Spanish. I have played with this card, so I remember playing with them. Hedron Blade, Filo de Hedro, Spanish and English. Hedron Crawler, Rondador Hedro in Spanish. Next, Hedron Matrix, Matriz de Hedros, Spanish. Hedron Rover, Errante de Hedros in Spanish. One more. Hedron Scrabbler, Hedron Escarabajo de Hedros in Spanish. This is the first pile. Let's continue with the second pile. We got Hedron Blade, in English. Heirloom Epic, Epopeya Heredada in Spanish. Heirloom Mirror, Espejo Familiar. And if you flip the back side, Demonio Heredado in Spanish. Spanish and inherit film in English, guys. Then we have Hellbrut from the word to K, Bruto Infernal in Spanish. Hello Filial, Hello Frasco in Spanish. This is from the 5th edition. Also old cards. This is really old. Helm of Awakening. All 4 versions in English, original printing. I don't know if it has a reprint or not. Then we have Helm of Shatsuk. And this is a reprint. I don't remember where it came out originally. You guys should know, or you should guys look it up. And we have Helm of Kanja. Oh, this is some clay. This one, but there's the 4s, 4 of them. You can own the 4 sets of everything. Helms of Obedience. Nice. Helm of Possession. These are all in English also. 7th edition. Helm of the Gods. Yermo de los Dioses would be in Spanish, guys. Jump to Helm of the Host. Yermo Multiplicador. Up next, Hellbot. In Spanish, Hellbout. It's the name. Hematite Golem de Hematite. I remember playing these cards back in the day. I was not a big player of Magic, but I did play my decks with them. Hematite Talisman. Okay. Let's get into it, guys. Okay. Next up, Hemlock Vial. Frasco de Cicuta in Spanish. Assassin's Creed edition. Henchpots, Robosequaces in Spanish, from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles set. Hench Guardian, English versions. Hench Walker, Caminante del Cromlech. Herald's Horn, all English versions. Heraldic Banner, Estandarte Heráldico. This is Japanese, Spanish, and English. Herbopolitis, English, guys. Lorwyn said, recently revisited Lorwyn. Heroes Heirloom, Herencia del Héroe in Spanish. Up next, Hermit Nautilus, Nautilo Ermitaño in Spanish. Heroes Blade, Acero del Héroe in Spanish. Herald Heirloom, Reliquia de la Manada in Spanish. Heroes Podium, Podio del Héroe in Spanish. Born of the Gods. Seaweed Stone Retainers, Servidores de Piedra Tallada in Spanish. Hate Me Forge set. Hex Parasite, Parásito Maldito in Spanish. I think that's one that's that card. Hexabus, Hexabor in Spanish and English versions. Hex called Hover Wings, Alas Planeadoras de Hexoro in Spanish. Hexmark Destroyer, Destructor Maldecida, that's a typo. I should have said it with an E, not an I, the first. Hex Gold Halberd, Alabarda de Exoro, Spanish and English. Hexplate Golem, Golem de Hexágonos in Spanish. Hexplate Wallbreaker, not in English, guys. Hidden Blade, Hoja Oculta, Assassin's Creed Edition. And this file finishes with Hidden Foot Blade, Hoja Oculta para el pie. Spanish and English, guys. And we still have one more pile to go through. Hierophant's Cáliz, Cáliz del Hierofante, Spanish and English version, guys. Guys and girls. High speed hover bike. Japanese moto de aéreo de alta velocidad. Moto aérea de alta velocidad. Hint lane rope. Cuerda de hint line. I don't know what that means, but that's the name. Hoarder howler. And we have Camión de Tesoros in Spanish, and there are two extended art versions of the card. Hollow One. Love to play with this card. Aquel que está vacío, that's in Spanish. This is German, guys. This is Russian, and this is English. They look big bad. Hollow Ones. Holy Avenger. Vengadora Sagrada in Spanish. Honet Kopech, Russian, Korean, Kopech afilado in Spanish, and the English versions. This is from Amon Kate. Next, Honeymoon Hearse, Carroza de Luna de Miel in Spanish. Honor Swans Shaku, Shaku usado con honor. Honor Heirloom, herencia honrada in Spanish. Hoof Skulking, Hook Swords, English versions. That's from the Avatar series. Hook Blade, Gancho in Spanish. Another one from Assassin's Creed. Hope of Irapur in Spanish, Esperanza de Irapur. And these two are in Portuguese, if I'm not mistaken. So Spanish, Portuguese. Horizon Spellbound, Bomba Hechizo del Horizonte in Spanish. Horizon Stone in English. Horn of Deafening. These are all reprints, as you can see. Originally came out in Legends, but I'm happy with my white border reprints. Horn of Condor, Cuerno de Condor in Spanish. And we got an extended art from the Lord of the Rings set. Horn of Greed. This is from the Stronghold set. Horn of Ramos, rare from Mercado Másquez set, Cuerno de Ramos in Spanish. Horn of the Mark, Cuerno de la Marca in Spanish, also from the Lord of the Rings set. Horn of Valhalla, another in English. Hornet Helm, fifth dan. Horrible Hordes in Spanish, in English, all of them, guys. Mirage edition. Hot dog cart, carrito de perritos calientes. Well, in Spanish you usually say hot dogs, you don't translate it to perritos calientes. Hot soup, sopa caliente. I'm getting hungry with these cards, guys. Hot food, no, normal for pies in Spanish. Up next, hot shot mechanic. This is Japanese. Mechanica Estrella in Spanish and in English from the Kamigawa Neo Dynasty set. Hourglass of the Lost. Not in English, guys. Habermere, Aeromere in Spanish. Overstone Pilgrim, Peregrina de Aeropiedra in Spanish. Howling Golem, Golem Aullante in Spanish. Old favorite card up next, Howling Mine. Mila Aullante in Spanish, and all of them are reprints, 7th edition, 8th edition, but I really didn't try to get the original printings back there when I started playing. Hulking Metamorpho Corpulento. And I have always stated first, have all the cards, then pen out the ones you want for all the versions, but I haven't finished with all the cards. Hull Carver, Cortacascos in Spanish. I think the name is easier to pronounce in Spanish than in English. Hull Drifter, Errante Meditado, Spanish. Almost done with this video, guys. Hunter's Blowgun, Cerbatana de Cazador in Spanish. Hunter's Bow, Arco de Cazador, Spanish and English versions. Hilda's Crown of Winter, Corona de Invierno de Hilda. And finally, for this video, Hilder's Blade, Espada de Hilder in Spanish. And that's all for this video, guys. I might make another one today and upload it later.